Hey everyone, it's Rigo, and I'm hyped to be coming at you live from Mexico. We're about to embark on a wild adventure, a real test, to see if we can truly experience the best of what this country has to offer on $100 a day. From the vibrant streets of Mexico City to the stunning beaches of Tulum, we're diving headfirst into the culture, the food, the hidden gems, all while sticking to our budget. Can we make it work? Will we be living like kings or scraping by? Let's find out. Alright guys, touchdown in Mexico City. The energy here is electric, the air thick with the smell of street food and the sound of car horns. It's a beautiful chaos, and I'm ready to dive in. First things first, breakfast of champions. We're talking about street tacos, the lifeblood of this city. For a couple of bucks, you get a symphony of flavors. Carne asada, al pastor, you name it, they got it. And the best part, they're everywhere. You can't walk a block without finding a taco stand with that smoky, delicious aroma drawing you in. Alright, fueled up and ready to roll. The metro is our chariot for the day. Cheap, efficient, and packed tighter than a can of sardines during rush hour. But hey, it's all part of the experience, right? Bumping shoulders with locals, catching snippets of conversations in Spanish. It's a crash course in CDMX life. First stop, the Zocalo. This place is the heart of the city, a sprawling plaza steeped in history, surrounded by architectural marvels like the National Palace and the Metropolitan Cathedral. Strolling through here, soaking it all in, it's hard to believe this much grandeur is free. Next up, we're hitting up the Palacio de Bellas Artes, this architectural masterpiece that's home to some of Mexico's finest art. And guess what? Entry is only a few pesos. Score! We're talking world-class art without breaking the bank. Feeling the midday hunger pangs, so it's back to the streets for some more of that incredible food. This time we're going for some mesquites. Think warm, cheesy corn in a cup. Pure comfort food, and it only set us back $1. As the day winds down, we find ourselves in Roma Norte, a trendy neighborhood with cool cafes, street art galore, and a buzzing nightlife. We grab some cheap beers from a local shop, find a park bench, and just soak in the atmosphere. So day one in CDMX, and you know what? This $100 a day challenge is off to a great start. We ate like kings, saw some incredible sights, and even had some cash left over for a few cervezas. CDMX, you're stealing my heart, one taco at a time. Alright amigos, we're leaving the urban jungle behind and heading south to Tulum. This place is legendary. Turquoise waters, white sand beaches, ancient Mayan ruins. It's basically Instagram heaven. But can this paradise be experienced on a budget? Let's find out. First things first, transportation. We scored a sweet deal on a Colectivo, a shared van that runs down the coast. It's a bit of a squeeze, but hey, it's cheap and cheerful, and the scenery along the way is worth every penny. Or lack thereof. We arrive in Tulum and it's even more breathtaking in person. The beaches are pristine, the water is crystal clear, and the vibe is super laid back. We find a spot on the beach, lay down our towels, and just breathe it all in. This is the life. Now Tulum is known for being a bit of a pricey destination, but we came prepared. We hit up a local market, stocked up on fresh fruit, veggies, and some tortillas, and had ourselves a beach picnic fit for a king. Eating with the sand between your toes, the sun on your face, and the sound of the waves crashing. You can't put a price tag on that. Next up, we rented some bikes. Best way to explore Tulum, hands down. We cruised down the beach road, past bohemian shops and beachfront restaurants, feeling the wind in our hair. We even stumbled upon a hidden cenote, a natural swimming hole, and took a refreshing dip in the cool, crystal clear water. For dinner, we decided to treat ourselves to some fresh seafood. We found a local joint away from the tourist traps, and let me tell you, it was worth every peso. Grilled fish, shrimp ceviche, all washed down with some ice-cold Coronas, watching the sunset over the Caribbean Sea. Pure magic. So, Tulum on a budget? It's definitely doable. We found ways to stretch our dollars, experience the best of what this paradise has to offer, and still manage to have an unforgettable time. Chapter 3. Oaxaca, Culture, Colors, and Culinary Delights. Next stop on our Mexican adventure, Oaxaca. This place is a feast for the senses. Vibrant markets, colorful buildings, and a culture so rich and vibrant, it's impossible not to be swept away. And of course, no trip to Oaxaca is complete without diving headfirst into the culinary scene. Get ready for mole, mezcal, and more. First order of business, exploring the heart and soul of Oaxaca, the Mercado Benito Juarez. This place is a sensory overload in the best way possible. Stalls overflowing with fresh produce, spices that fill the air with intoxicating aromas, and street food vendors cooking up a storm. We're talking tlayudas, memelas, empanadas, the list goes on and on. And the best part, you can eat like royalty here without spending a king's ransom. We wander through the market, sampling everything that catches our eye. The energy here is infectious, a whirlwind of colors, smells, and sounds. We chat with locals, practice our Spanish, and soak it all in. This is what travel is all about. After our market adventure, we decide to delve into the world of mezcal. Oaxaca is the birthplace of this smoky, complex spirit, and we're on a mission to learn everything about it. We find a local palenque, a traditional mezcal distillery, and spend the afternoon sipping on different varieties, learning about the production process, and chatting with the passionate people who dedicate their lives to this craft. Of course, no trip to Oaxaca is complete without indulging in mole. This complex, flavorful sauce is a culinary masterpiece with recipes passed down through generations. We find a restaurant tucked away in a quiet corner of the city and order up a feast of mole negro, mole coloradito, and mole verde. Each one is a revelation, a symphony of flavors that dance on your tongue. As the sun begins to set, we find ourselves drawn to the Zocalo, the main square of Oaxaca. The atmosphere here is electric, with families strolling, street performers showcasing their talents, and a general feeling of joy and celebration in the air. We grab some esquites from a street vendor, find a bench, and watch the world go by. Oaxaca, you've captured our hearts. Your vibrant culture, stunning scenery, and incredible food have left an unforgettable mark. And the best part? We experienced it all while sticking to our budget. Proof that you don't need to break the bank to have an amazing adventure. Chapter 4. Hidden Deals. Stretching those pesos. Alright guys, you've seen how we've been rocking this $100 a day challenge, but you know what makes it even better? Uncovering those hidden deals. Those local secrets that help you stretch your budget even further. We're talking about getting the most bang for your buck, maximizing experiences without emptying your wallet. So buckle up, because we're about to spill the beans on how to live large on a budget in Mexico. First up, let's talk about food. Street food, my friends, is your best friend. Forget fancy restaurants and tourist traps, the real culinary treasures are found on the streets. For a couple of bucks, you can feast like royalty on tacos, tortas, esquites, elotes, the list goes on. And the best part, it's not just about the food, it's about the experience. Chatting with the vendors, soaking in the lively atmosphere, it's a true slice of Mexican life. Now transportation, ditch the taxis and embrace the local way to travel, the colectivo. These shared vans are a cheap and efficient way to get around, and they give you a chance to interact with locals. Plus, it's a great way to see the sights and get a feel for the rhythm of the city. Accommodation can be a budget killer, but fear not. Hostels are your new best friend. Not only are they affordable, but they're also a great way to meet fellow travelers from around the world. Plus, many hostels offer free breakfast and communal kitchens, which means even more savings. Now let's talk about activities. Who says you need to spend a fortune to have fun? Mexico is bursting with free or cheap things to do. Explore ancient ruins, wander through colorful markets, soak up the sun on pristine beaches. The possibilities are endless. Another pro tip, learn some basic Spanish. Not only will it enhance your travel experience, but it can also help you score better deals. Locals are always happy to see visitors making an effort to speak their language, and you might even get a discount or two for your efforts. And finally, don't be afraid to haggle. It's part of the culture in Mexico, especially in markets and with street vendors. Be respectful, but don't be afraid to negotiate a better price. You might be surprised at what you can get. So there you have it. Our insider tips for stretching those pesos and making the most of your Mexican adventure. Remember, travel doesn't have to break the bank. With a little creativity and resourcefulness, you can experience the best of Mexico without emptying your wallet. Outro, adios Mexico, until next time. And that's a wrap on our $100 a day Mexican adventure. From the bustling streets of Mexico City to the tranquil beaches of Tulum, from the cultural heartland of Oaxaca to those hidden gems we uncovered along the way, this journey has been one for the books. We proved that you don't need a wad of cash to experience the magic of Mexico. It's about immersing yourself in the culture, embracing the local way of life, and savoring every moment. So, what did we learn? Mexico, you're a dream destination on any budget. Your food is incredible, your people are warm and welcoming, and your spirit is contagious. We're leaving with full hearts, unforgettable memories, and a burning desire to return.